Hello, Aquarius. This is July 2022, coming to you courtesy of me, Lori Luthian, your Hellenistic astrologer using whole sign houses and tropical Western zodiac. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It would usually help my channel grow, and check the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of my content, which is much stuff during the month ahead. And lastly, if you want to get my newsletter, Cosmic Moonshine, and you even don't like it, you can unsubscribe. You can also now, just by subscribing, automatic access to 2022 all sign videos. It's a special, it ends in July. That's 12 hours of content, 1 hour per sign. Why don't you grab it? It won't be free forever. I will probably end this at the end of July and people have to buy it afterwards. So moving on. And let me just tell my friend yes. So keeping on. You guys get that introduction to my friend on my phone. Okay. Aquarius, what's the big stories for you in this month ahead? And I'm not always going chronologically. I'm grabbing what jumps out at me relative to your chart, right? With the understanding that a rising sign Aquarius is most accurate sun and moon. You can suss out that as well. So first of all, let's talk about the fact that there's a beautiful trine between Venus and Saturn. Saturn in your house of Aquarius right now, the Lord of your sky, sitting in that part of the sky in like around the 23rd degree, will be in a trine to Venus. Now, this is something that is really luscious for you to bring in money and love opportunities that are really enduring. And this energy of this Venus and trine is happening to you on the 11th to the 15th of July. What a great piece of sky. If you are single, this can bring an enduring, lasting love story. And if you are with someone, it can fortify the love, the fun, the play, the pleasure, romance, and bringing a sense of stability into the relationship as well. So look forward to that. That's just a beautiful highlight that I could not but speak of. Now, going back to the other sky stories, on the July 1st and 2nd, there is this energy of an intense square between Pluto in his sign of Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, and Aries in the sign, Mars in the sign of Aries in his dignity. And this happens every 2 years. It last happened in 2020. And this energy is about power struggles usually, or conflict over power and will. And for you, this is a story that may have something to do with third house things, trips and travel, siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins, skills-based learning, the online world, communications, websites, etc. And Pluto in your 12th house of self-undoing. It could be that you're struggling here to get something done. Sometimes you can use that Pluto and Mars to pull through and be obsessively active to get something done in that third house of writing, communicating, and all of that, and siblings and travel. But I mean, you can't push through everything. So this could be a kibosh of a trip, or a trip to a foreign land you wish to take that falls apart. I don't know, because foreign lands can be 12th house stuff too. It's just a bit of a gnarly time on that 1st and 2nd, but it is corresponding to a positive thing. There's going to be a sextile between the messenger of the gods and Uranus, and that is between your 6th house, where Mercury is traveling, and your 4th house. Good news, unexpected, exciting developments regarding real estate, home, and land. And Mercury could be the one that brings it through with an email, phone call, text. And it may come from female energy. It may come through a colleague or someone you know through the workspace, something like that. But it's good news regarding health and home as well, both of those things. So popping through good news in that regard, just around the same gnarly time, July 1st and July 2nd. July 8th to the 11th, that same energy is playing out on the 4th house home front with the energy of, unexpected Uranian things, the nomad transit for us. And also then the sun joining, Mercury up in that Cancer zone of the sky. So you could find yourself here extending that narrative and maybe finding, let me just try to suss out what that might look like for you guys. It could look like some exciting developments where your work and your home are dovetailing in a new way. Your career purpose, work routines, and health routines are suddenly really maximizing the excitement and the exhilaration of what may have been popping July 1st and 2nd. Okay. They may be all very interconnected around home and work elements of your story. But of course, there's excitement here. It's exciting, maybe news, July 1st and 2nd. It's more like sustainable exhilaration with the Sun Uranus energy coming through your sky around July 11th to the 15th. Next, there is this Mercury in the heart of the sun event on the 16th of July, around 24 degrees of Cancer in your 6th house of work and health routines. This is very intense downloads from the universe about new ideas, new insights around health, magical developments that you can use with your visionary power. There is the trine to Neptune and Pisces. So money, visionary money and work ideas coming to you that are really good and really amazing. That will fortify your finances as well as your work and health routines. And that's coming through downloads at all around the 16th of July. Near the same time, there's a full moon in Capricorn on the 13th conjunct Pluto. That's again your self-undoing and self-defeating habits and patterns. And so maybe again, you're going to like really kick that bad habit or quit that bad thought pattern, stop being your own worst enemy. And with that full moon, you see the light of the full moon and the completion and the full fruition of a longer clean up your act project that you started 6 months before. So I'll use me as an example. I always do, I'm a sober sister. I worked on wine reduction. I love wine. I've tried to write a book called The Wine Lover's Middle Way. I got the domain already. And, it's been a journey. So maybe people like us trying to quit something will have a breakthrough, aha, insight, development. A full moon can shine light in the part of our sky where we struggle to see things clearly, and we can get a grip on it. Okay, just some ideas, With Pluto there, it's a powerful moon. It doth have life transforming capacity. Moving forward towards the end of the month, we have the big boom, and we have also a positive moon. So I'll go with the big boom first. Mars will conjunct Uranus and the North Node in a triple stellium around July 31st, but this is a longer thing. You'll feel it building on the 21st of July. Honestly, it's building. It's like you can feel this energy, like kinetically heating up. It's going to be like on the July 31st, it's more exact. And then, into August, the 5th of August. And I think, this kind of triple conjunction energy, it's pretty rare, guys. It's rare because you got both the North Node and Uranus in Taurus. Again, that's very rare. I actually did the math on that, and it's like hundreds of years rare. So this intensity now has Mars, which is like a match to some kind of intensity. It's our Tinder, spark, explosive. It's to do with your home. It's where you live. It's your land, your real estate, your apartment, your house, whatever. Your private domestic life, but your hidden life as well. Life of the family of origin, the house of your family of origin, your home life when you were a child, your childhood. You could have a major insight about your childhood. I will be back home visiting my family of origin house during this time. So I could have an explosive event in my childhood home, or a revelation about my childhood or something like that. But it could also just affect wherever you live. Even if it's not like I live in Vancouver, something could be going on. Like my landlord says she's going to sell the property while I'm visiting my sister in my hometown. And that's explosive energy, right? It's disruptive and explosive. So expect that kind of thing going on in your home or about your home at the end of the month. There's no two ways about it. It will bleed until the first week of August. It's just pretty, energy, big energy going on here. And there's a gentle like vibe here too. Like, Saturn, the Lord of your chart, is square this energy, but Saturn is in dignity. And it was kind of holding the upper hand here. So it'll all sort of stabilize out. You'll keep sober-minded and realistic, and you'll have your wits about you if anything shakes out around where you live or something in your home. Certainly be careful not to injure yourself. Mars can cause accidents. He's out of dignity in Taurus. Don't get the gardening shears to cut your finger off on a mistake. Okay, so be careful with those things at the end of the month of July. The good news is there's a Leo new moon trine Jupiter. So there's a lucky baked in 6 months of luck, because that's baking in a lot of energy till the full moon 6 months later. But this Leo part of your chart is your significant life of love, commitment to relationship and business partners. And if you have an audience, client, and other, especially if you sell things like 10th from the 10th marketplace, this is where you get this new beginning. Now, this is positive because it's seeding a Jupiter trine into this, and Jupiter from Aries trining the Leo part of your sky, no doubt about it. First of all, if you're online and you sell, communicate, message, or write anything, that's where Jupiter is in your third house. and it's leaning into that sextile to your seventh, you could write the perfect, screenplay and it sells and you make a bunch of money. You could write the best website copy. You may make the best ad copy of your life. I don't know. Or you may do some kind of learning teaching thing that you're cobbling together with Jupiter here, like my Sky Reader class, 43 students, just finishing up. Love it. I'm going to do it again in the fall because I had so much fun. And I think that you'd enjoy that class too. But I mean, that could be like, oh my God, I think I'm going to do this again and again. It's the Sky Reader class for new beginners. So maybe this for someone like me would be like, this new moon tells me, because my class ends in July, this is something that's going to be planted as a seed of a marketplace offering that'll do more and more of it. If you're a single and Aquarius like me and you want to get into a relationship, that's positive as well, because there's a new beginning, new moon, trying Jupiter, lucky Jupiter, go on a trip sometime in June and July. I mean, the moon is on July 28th, or travel with somebody in the 2 weeks that follow, or to visit somebody that could bring in a very committed relationship, or go on a trip and meet somebody, and it could become a very committed relationship in the 6 months that follow this new moon as it fruits to a full moon. And sisters and siblings can bring lucky breaks and opportunities as well to your life that connect to themes of the seventh house, marketplace, audience, committed love, and business partnerships. All right. And I'm very wiggly, guys. I've been sitting on this chair for a long time. So I think we're just about done. Thank you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Don't forget to like and subscribe and check my description box below for everything I'm offering in the near future. All right. Thanks, guys. I'm even looking at you because I'm looking at my back end of my software and I'm so wiggly right now. Ciao, ciao. I have to find my stop button.